talking about the National Drug Code. Under learning objectives, you will see the introduction to the NDC, which includes the history and development of the NDC, the identifier breakdown, the NDC directory, use cases, and how the NDC correlates to other classifications and terminologies. Introduction. The NDC was developed under the Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare and the Commissioner of Food, Drugs, and it was established in 1969. The NDC was created to provide a system for computers so that government agencies, drug manufacturers, hospitals, and insurance companies had a reliable system to reference drug codes. The NDC was also developed to track drugs for billing, insurance, and reimbursement purposes, as well as managing stock. Content and labeler, product, and package codes. Please refer to the picture as I discuss this, as it will make it much easier to understand what I'm referring to. The NDC codes are 10 digits long, divided into 3 different segments, each segment serving a different purpose. The first segment is the labeler code, comprising of 4 to 5 digits. The labeler segment refers to the manufacturer of the drug. That would be the company, such as Pfizer, for example, as shown in the picture provided. Next is the product code, consisting of 3 to 4 digits. The product code refers to the strength, dosage, and formulation of the specific drug distributed by the labeler. Lastly is the product code, which is 1 to 2 digits and refers to the specific package of the drug that it is put in. This code is created based on the quantitative and qualitative data of the drug's packaging. Next time you get a medication, try to find the NDC code. The NDC directory. The NDC directory is arguably one of the most important parts of the NDC. The NDC directory is the public repository of the NDC. The directory provides information on all drugs distributed in the U.S., whether it is domestic or foreign. The FDA owns the directory, but it is distributed by the Department of Health and Human Services. As a disclaimer, just because a code is included in the directory doesn't mean it is FDA approved, but it does mean that the drug is eligible for reimbursement. The directory also plays a massive role in public health, as it is responsible for informing the public on adverse drug effects, the status of drug availability, especially after natural disasters or terrorist attacks, drug recalls, and drug shortages. Use cases. Use case 1. The first use case of the NDC is to register drugs through the FDA and has been a requirement since 1972. Use case 2. The second use case is used for billing purposes. The DRA requires Medicaid providers to document and report all NDC codes on an electronic database. The purpose of this is to create an organized database that intertwines ICD and HCPCS Level 2 codes for reimbursement purposes. Relationships with other classifications and terminologies. The NDC is clearly a massive collection of codes and information, but how does it correlate with other classifications and terminologies? CPT and HCPCS Level 2. As of 2007, NDC and HCPCS codes are required for processing manufactured drug rebates for physician-administered drugs. RX norm and NDC. RX norm is a database of U.S. drugs similar to the NDC. RX norm is like the NDC, including drug information such as information provided by the NDC, such as dosage, packaging, things like that. The NDC also influences the RX norm's 11-digit format code, similar to what is provided for the NDC, which is the 11-digit HIPAA format. Link and the NDC. Link is used for identifying drug products and relies on the NDC for information, as well as SNOMED CT. They both rely on the NDC on development of their codes and information provided by the NDC. So, in conclusion, the NDC was developed to better document drugs in the U.S. and aid in reimbursement and billing. The NDC codes are broken down to better identify drug manufacturers, strengths, and dosages, and packaging that they are put in. The directory is also used for public repository, and the NDC is related to many other classifications and terminologies. If you would like more information, I would suggest going online so that you could really know every little detail regarding information on the relationships between each of these terminologies and classifications. They go into much more depth than what I provided, and I just suggest looking online if you are more curious about what each relationship does with each with the NDC. Hopefully this poster board and presentation gave you a good idea about the NDC and its principles.